I'm stuck with my married boyfriend who wants to leave his wife for me. Story time. When I turned 19 in 2021, I met a 27-year-old guy who was single at the time. He was my first boyfriend and he disvirgined me. He was bastardly rich and he would pay my bills without me asking. This guy was giving me 300,000 naira every 2 weeks for my upkeep. He would take me around everywhere and he would literally flaunt me for family, friends, whoever needed to know. And 6 months into the relationship, my boyfriend asked me to marry him. I was confused. I was scared. I just got admission into the University of Benin at the time. So marriage was definitely not in my options. Firstly, I come from a very strict and wealthy family. My family is pretty much conservative, so my family would not even let me marry him. Even if my parents now accept, my brother, who is the wealthiest in the family, would never let me do that. Also, I'm the only girl child, so you should know that they would definitely want me to complete my education before thinking about marriage. For more than 6 months, my boyfriend was asking me to marry him over and over, to the point where we would not have one conversation without a marriage proposal coming into it. So I got tired. So I blocked him when I was 20. And for 1 good year, I never saw this guy, even though I was hurting, but I had to let it go. When I turned 21, a year after, I was walking home and I saw this man and he was so surprised to see me. He parked, he talked to me. He was like he had been looking for me everywhere because he was not in the country after we broke up. And ever since he got back, he had been trying to find me. And finally, he saw me. I unblocked him and we started talking again, and this time around he never mentioned anything about marriage to me, which I was definitely cool with. But all of a sudden this guy just upgraded my allowance to 1.5 million naira monthly. Note, I was not a broke girl. I already had a family that was sponsoring me. My family, my father is a chief and my brother is also a chief, so I was already a big girl in school. But this guy just upgraded my level and I became richer in school. One day he invited me on a business trip with him to Abuja. I accepted, of course, and that was the most romantic experience I'd ever had. He told me that he had been married to the woman that his mother chose for him for the past 2 months. But whenever he sees his wife, whenever he's trying to make love to his wife, he has to think about me first. So he has not been in love with his wife since he met her, since they've been married. He said he knew he messed up by getting married to somebody else, but he had no choice because that was the person his mother chose for him after I rejected him. And I cried my eyes out. I blamed myself because I was the one who broke up with this man for no reason, just because he was asking me to marry him. This whole conversation happened on the first night in Abuja. So after crying, this guy cried with me. He begged me not to leave him, but I carried my bags and I just went to the next room. And for the next 2 days I wasn't with him. I didn't sleep with him. I just left. When we got back to Benin, I stopped talking to him completely, but this guy would apologize over and over. He would send me gifts, he would send me money unexpectedly without me asking for it. Then this guy said, okay, you know what? I know that I have married somebody before you. Why don't I marry you as my second wife? And I'm like, no, you're not just going to reduce me to that. And he was like, because that's the only option right now. But I don't want to be in polygamy. Then this guy told me something, that because he has been in love with me this entire time, he has refused to get his wife pregnant so that they will not have anything that is attaching the both of them together. One day, while I was still not talking to him, my best friend convinced me to try to have a conversation with him to hear him out. And this guy came to my hostel to pick me and drove me to one of the biggest hotels in Benin. At the time, in 2023, he was still building the hotel, but now in 2026, he was already done with it. So that was where we met. He said he wants me to be the mother of his kids and the mother of his first child in particular. And this whole thing just messed with my mental health. This is a man that I genuinely love, like I've only had sex with. I've explored with him, and this was my first sex. And this man is so good in bed. He taught me a lot of things in bed. I explore with this man. He respects me. He doesn't joke with me. He takes good care of me, and he respects my choices and decisions. He just accepts them. One particular day, he called me and he said he wants to divorce his wife, that he only needs the permission from me. And I said, no, I'm not going to be the reason why a woman's home is broken. Later on, after much back and forth, I finally accepted to settle with the side chick trophy and award. This man takes me everywhere, sponsors my trips. He bought me a car that is bigger than his wife's car. He built a house and he gave me the keys to the house, even though he did not put the house in my name. But he just wants me to have that place for myself. I'm currently friends with his best friend's wife, and that one knows everything that is happening, and that one gives me every information about his wife. So everything that I need to know. She told me that he literally acts like his wife does not exist, and his family knows that he doesn't like his wife. Everyone knows. He doesn't hide it, because the only person everyone knows with him is me, aside from the fact that they know that he's married. Now he's currently telling me that if I give him the go-ahead to divorce his wife, he would definitely do it without blinking. And my best friend is telling me to give him the go-ahead so that I can be with the love of my life. I tell my mom everything, but with this particular one, I cannot tell her because she will think that I am ruining another woman's marriage. So I've kept this to myself and my best friend. Sometimes last year I got pregnant for him. I told him about it. It was cool. He was the happiest person on earth, but I had to go behind him to abort the pregnancy because why would I keep a baby for him? And I told him, I lied to him that it's a miscarriage. In fact, this is my own tiny secret because I did not tell my best friend about it. When I lost the pregnancy, this man was not around, but he actually flew down to Benin from his business trip to come and take care of me because he said that he knew I was going to be in pain. This man spends almost all his time with me and he only sees his wife twice in a month, and she's currently not pregnant. So I don't even know if I should go ahead and just be with the love of my life. I love him so much, but I don't want to be a home wrecker. But at the same time, do I want to give up this love? I'm 24 right now. I'm done with school and I'm obviously ready to settle down. So should I just go and find my love outside? Because it has been hard for me to give another man a chance. So this is